Hello, this is Rocky Gattercall, and thank you very much for watching the It List.
Hey guys, we've got Jhake and Francine here, the most fashion bloggers here on the It List. Thanks for coming today.
No problem.
So Francine, I love this pink dress. Tell me all about it.
Thank you. It was a dress. I made it, and just this morning I just cut the underskirt, so now it's the top.
It's like a top dress slash with
It's
jeans.
a top
Awesome.
dress. You have to wear like something underneath.
It's nice for the spring color, right?
Yes.
Pastel. It matches the mic too. And for Jhake, thanks for coming today. I have not seen, the first time we met was actually the Mastercard Fashion Week.
Yes.
Was that 2 years ago?
Yes, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I think it was the fall collection. No, spring collections.
Yeah, and I think we were by the tent, and
Yes.
it's like, I don't know, we just started talking.
Yes.
Maybe it was a Filipino
I
connection.
admired your butterfly dress.
Oh, that was from Vinta.
Yes.
Yes, that's the butterfly sleeve LBD dress kind
Yes,
of thing.
exactly. I did admire that.
Yeah. And you have been starting to blog since then.
Yes, I started
back
blogging.
in 2010.
Yes.
Tell us how you
2010.
got started.
Well, I started blogging in 2010, and it started mostly with how school, it was all about school. And one time in 2011, I started reading a blog called The Man Repeller, which was written by a New York blogger called Leandra Medine. And I was just fascinated by the fact that she was able to tell stories about what she was wearing, and people are actually responding to it. And a friend of mine was like, why not do that? So I
Yeah.
started taking photos of my sister, and then she started taking photos of me afterwards.
Oh, that's nice. So
Yes.
it's instead of maybe not just models dictating and influencing how people should dress and setting those trends, we've got bloggers who are
Yes.
real life, people
Human
out in the
beings.
street with
We're not 6 foot
wearable
tall.
sizes,
Yes,
taking photos
exactly.
and doing that. And how did you get started, Francine?
I actually started with Instagram. So like as I get more followers on Instagram, I'm like, oh, I want to like write more content. So I came from a fashion school, and I've learned about style and everything about this. And like nobody actually talks about like fashion news, like what's going on the street, and like what's going on in the business of fashion. So I wanted to start a blog to talk about that.
What's going on in fashion news nowadays?
Like for Canada and Toronto in general.
Yeah.
All these fashion people are actually urging the government to like give more support on the fashion, because like fashion is one
Right.
of the influence of people coming in. So like it's part of our tourism, and government should support that.
Oh, so we're basically a couple of organization trying to get more funding for
Yes.
fashion, not just in schools, but also in like getting runways or
Yes,
fashion
for
shows
like
and
our
stuff.
fashion shows, because we do have like a presence in Toronto, but it's not out in the world.
And speaking of Toronto, what is our fashion like? Is there a specific distinct taste or look for Torontonians?
I don't think there's an actual distinct feel when it comes to fashion, because Toronto itself is very diverse. We walk down Bay Street and we'll see men in suits and
Suit
women
up.
in their stilettos, and then we walk up Yonge Street and we see all these girls in their running shoes with their skinny jeans and dresses over them. So it has something to do with the feel of each and everyone. It's all about diversity.
And you guys are on the other side of the lens, where you're not necessarily designing it, but you're also influencing how people dress. What is it like when you guys go to Fashion Week? A lot of work. I've
It's
seen you.
it's a lot of work, and at the same time, it also takes quite a lot of time, because we go into, there's a lot of people who's outside the tent or outside a fashion event, and they're all thinking that what we all do is go in and look pretty and sit down on these chairs. But no, everybody who's sitting on those chairs are looking at all those clothes with an eye to tell those people on how to incorporate those clothes from runway to your closet. And that's where the industry is all about. It's about reporting. It's about telling, coming up with an actual curated piece to tell you the next morning. Like, blogging is almost every day, especially during Fashion Week. We go, and then the next day we need to come up with a piece for our people to read, or our readers to read. And that's, I would say, stressful in somewhat ways.
Yeah. In a fun way.
And a fun way too at the same time.
And speaking of clothes, I just want to take a quick break, but after that we'll talk about the summer trends.
Yes.
CIS and Immigration has been established for more than 26 years. It is a one-stop service center for immigration service, student visa, and visitor visa.
We have been in immigration and citizenship cases for more than 26 years. We have licensed consultants and lawyers to help you to fulfill your dream to come to Canada. We are here to help.
Capture every step. Capture every achievement. Capture every milestone. Capture every moment through the eyes of a Canon.
Hi, we are FCC and you're watching the It List.
Hey yo, what's up? This is Southeast Cartel representing Pinoy Hip Hop. Pare ayos lang. Tune in to It List, man.
Summer's coming, and we want to know what we should be wearing. But before we get to that, are there any vloggers that you guys aspire to, that you're influenced by, you look up to?
There's actually like one blog that I'm really like influenced by. It's called The Business of Fashion. So he started really like just a small blog, and now it's like all over the world, and he influences businesses around the world. He's like global, so he talks about what's going on in the business side of fashion, like not the design, not the art side, it's the business, like money making basically.
Okay.
So it's like a different view onto the like the fashion industry, and that's like my inspiration personally.
And for you?
For me, well, one would be fellow Filipino Brian Boy, and Adam Gallagher and Leandro Medine, which I think they're the ones who actually paved the way for bloggers to be considered as, you know, an actual writer and insider of fashion.
Yeah, because it kind of evolved.
Yes.
How bloggers, before, you know, now they even have media passes for bloggers,
Yes.
when that didn't exist before.
Exactly. And we are now treated as a publication. We're not treated as someone who just wants to go inside and see a fashion show. We are considered part of an industry.
Where did you get that? Someone wants to go inside a fashion show for free just to watch?
Right?
Really?
That's what people think.
That's what most people would think. It's like, I think 2011, I went to a fashion event, and it's like, oh, what do you do? I'm a blogger. Oh, okay.
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 but now there's some legitimacy, and
Yes.
they take
It's
it
like,
seriously.
oh, okay, what's your blog? Do you have a card? Here's my card. Thank you very much.
So then, Jake, well, you know, tell us. You're the expert. What's the trends for menswear for the summer?
Menswear, there's a bit more really casual revolution, as what you have said before.
Nobody wants to dress up nowadays. I don't get it.
At the same, yeah, that's true. But you know, like a baseball cap is now acceptable. Green is making a momentum.
What kind of green?
Actually, darker greens.
Like a hunter green?
Yes,
Like a
a
moss
little bit
green?
more muscular green.
Okay.
And ripped jeans, the more distressed your jeans is, the better.
Which is more expensive.
Which is more expensive, or you could do DIY. Search up
Do it
YouTube.
yourself.
Yes,
so go to
exactly.
like a regular store and get it
Yes,
yourself.
and then
Okay.
get something, or bring out your Levi's from 5 years ago, and then pull it up a little bit more.
What about t-shirts? So we talked about jeans, cap, very cash.
Yes, very
But how do you
casual.
add sort of like, how do you put it together for guys then, if it's so cash?
For me, my style is a bit more casual than most bloggers out there who I would see would be in suit and tie. But yeah, like normally if I'm in a t-shirt, I'd put on a blazer over t-shirt and jeans, and maybe I'd choose black dress shoes or brown shoes or something like that. Or
So you can dress it up and dress down.
dress it up and down,
Blazer
which
on
have
or
been my
off?
motto ever since before.
Okay.
Like dress it up or dress it down. Nothing too much, nothing less.
Well, I love what you're wearing right now.
Thank you. I love what you're wearing too.
Thank you. And for women's wear, what should we watch out for? Which is far more complicated because women want to have a variety of different things. So
Yes, actually. So it's very complicated this season because athletic wear came back. Well, it never actually went away. So athletic wear, like wearing your sweatpants with heels, that's acceptable. You can wear your sweatpants to office.
sweatpants to the office.
Yes.
In heels.
Yes,
Okay.
in heels, of course. And the romantics are actually bags or ruffles. A lot of ruffles and like really girly stuff on your dress or your top. That's like coming in for like women. Also, I talked about on my blog about like the off shoulder.
I've seen that everywhere.
Yes, the
Zara
Off the
has it.
shoulder.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's so,
I have
that's
a couple
very
already.
big this season. And for accessories, for earrings, they like the dangling ones, like that brushes your shoulder.
Oh, because you have the off the shoulder.
Yeah,
It all
actually
comes together.
pairs together. And like the crown, crown's very big, so like whatever, like a flower crown, or like you know what?
An actual tiara.
Yeah, an actual tiara.
Very boho chic
Boho.
kind
Yes.
of romantic look to it.
Yes, and for bag, which we women love, graphic bags, like
Okay,
very
noted.
bold prints. Yes, those are very big.
What about in
And
terms of colors though?
in terms of color, like pastels.
Okay.
We love pastels in like summer and spring,
Okay.
like very warm and bold colors.
Awesome. So that's the men's wear to look out for, women's wear. Well, what about you guys? What's up and coming for you guys in the next few months? Anything new?
Tom, I guess. Toronto Men's Fashion Week.
Yep.
Excited to see new talents or the old talents and trying to see what's new in Toronto fashion.
I'm not actually very big on like the runway and like fashion week stuff. I'm more on like the business. So this summer I'll be working with the shopping channel, and maybe I'll learn more to like show in my blog and like share with everyone.
Okay, do you guys want to invite the audience to follow your blog or Instagram? Have more
Sure.
following because you have over 5,000 followers. I creep you. Just kidding.
My blog is called fashionaccordingtojhake.com, and you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at fashionbyjhake. Yeah.
My blog is called The Daily Fashion Intake, which is, oh no, it's Daily Fashion Intake. Or you can search me on Instagram at fglinus.com. No, @glinus.
Okay, got it. Okay, thanks guys. Thanks for coming today. So that's a wrap for the It List. I want to say a quick shout out to John DePorter from Accessories and Beauty with Pam for my hair and makeup. Till next week, see you again.